But against the world.
If you do not believe in what we are doing, then you better get out. We're not going to stop.
Going to lower the flag of Nigeria and raise the flag of the United States of...
Welcome, fellow Biafrans, to this amazing program. Thank you so much for joining wherever you are joining from. Please like and share to all platforms, share to family and friends, share to everyone that you can be able to reach so that we can be able to pass this message to the ends of the world. My fellow Biafran, we have come once again to deliver a message. On this episode, we want to present to you a message that was delivered by the Deputy Prime Minister, Dr. Ngozi Orabueze. I want you to pay attention to this extraordinary message that the Deputy Prime Minister delivered. After watching this program, your life will not remain the same. You will see our Deputy Prime Minister explaining and bringing some arguments to an end. Explaining and telling you certain things that you do not know. Some of us do not know how far or who she is. I want you to pay attention. From the beginning to the end, at the end of this program, you will not have any doubt about Deputy Prime Minister, Dr. Ngozi Orabueze. Wherever you are, put on your seatbelt, watch closely, and let us hear the message that she has for us, a very warm message that after listening to it, you will have no reason to doubt anymore. Let's sit and watch, hear from the Deputy Prime Minister, Dr. Ngozi Orabueze.
We already said we are waiting to see how this is going to go down. I told you, Finland said they conducted a wide range of investigation. So they went in collaboration with Nigerian government.
My God.
So we want to know, Finland, when you conduct an investigation with Nigerian government, who did you talk to from the United States of Biafra government? Because the Prime Minister is the head of a government. Simon Ekpa is the head of a government. So who, on this our journey for the restoration of the United States of Biafra, did Finland talk to? Did you go to Nigeria to talk to President Tinubu, Christopher Musa, the delegitimized governors that reintegrate non-terrorists into Nigeria, give them AK-47, send them to Southeast to kill people? Were they the ones that you talked to? Did you talk to those that send the helicopters to kill innocent Biafrans? And the pictures, the killings are on your table. So who did you talk to on behalf of the United States of Biafra government? Obviously, if you did not talk to me or any of the cabinet members under this government, that means you've not talked to anyone. Because we represent what Simon Ekpa represents.
Exactly.
We are the one that is in charge of the United States of Biafra government. We are the one that must protect our people. So Finland, I know I didn't talk with any of you, right? And I believe the cabinet members of the United States of Biafra have not talked to any of you, unless the one that I'm not aware of, right? So at the end of the day, we will know who you talked to arrive at your conclusion that our Prime Minister is involved in incitement to commit. Incitement is what we do, what we are doing now. That is what Finland said our Prime Minister is inciting. And then when we tell Nigerian state to stop killing our people, they refused. They continue to occupy our land. They continue to kill our people. And then when we retaliate, Finland will say incitement to commit. So we will see how this game is going to go down between Finland, the United States of Biafra, and the Nigerian terrorist state. PM has no case. You see the way Nnamdi Kanu, our leader, has no case to answer. The same way our prime minister has no case to answer. Nothing. But for Finland to have conducted their investigation all this while, not only the 4 innocent Biafrans, they labeled terrorist financiers before they went on the investigation. And at the end, they say, no, they don't have enough evidence, and they released them, the case dismissed. But Finland, when you arrested these innocent individuals, you forcefully took them away from their homes. Some of them were on their way to drop their kids to school. You stopped them, you arrested them. It's not even inviting them to come and tell you their own side of the story. As a fair, you didn't do that. You clamped them down. You arrested them. You threw them inside the vans. You used to come and arrest them in their home. One of them almost lost his life because you threw him in the back of the van where he couldn't breathe until he started banging on the door for you to open the door for him to breathe. Finland, you did that. So how do you say you are just trying to investigate? You just want to know what's going on. Meanwhile, you've already started to punish these individuals. You've already started to punish them. So if you presume that, okay, as a fair country, as one of the freest, presumed freest country in the world, wouldn't it have been fair for you to say, okay, let's invite these people to the police station. Let's hear their own side of the story. That's what you need to have done. That's what you need to have done. Invite them, interrogate them, investigate them. That is the same way you're supposed to also go for our prime minister. They will tell you their own story. You allow them to be in their homes freely because you don't have anything against them yet, even now. But what is all that clamping down? What is all that arrest? You incarcerated these innocent Biafrans for over 30 days in isolation. So why do you have to do that when you are not sure they committed those crimes? Why do you have to isolate them? Why do you have to arrest them? You destroyed their businesses. Their credit cards were destroyed. Some of them, in fact, four of them, their businesses have been destroyed. In the process of what you are not sure of, if they committed a crime that was reported to you by the criminal state of Nigeria, why punish them first? Why punish them first? You put their name on the terrorist watch list in Finland. Do you have to do that? No, you don't have to do that. Everyone is presumed innocent until proven guilty. Our prime minister, that's the law. Unless the law in Finland reads a different thing, then you will answer the United States of Biafra government in the court. You are still holding our prime minister. Everyone is presumed innocent until proven guilty. Why are you holding Simon Ekpa for over 5 months, 6 months? In isolation? He has no access to anybody, anything. You punish him, you break him psychologically, physically, mentally. That is your plan, and that's exactly what you are doing. So why do that? Why do that? Why do that initially? Why make people go through this hell when you are not sure they committed that crime? Is that fair? Is that fair justice? Because you get an order from above, pick them up, just throw them inside the jail. They don't matter. They're not human beings. Just punish them. Put them in isolation. They are terrorists and they live in your community. You've not branded them terrorists. All this until the Nigerian government, until they bribed you to label them terrorists. You now swung into action to arrest them, to detain them in solitary confinement, destroy their means of livelihood in the process. And now you say they are not terrorist financiers. So do you have to punish them first before you now say they are not terrorist financiers? How do you reward them for the pain, for the agony, for the emotional trauma you've made them go through? And the one you are making Simon Ekpa go. You think you can just pick people up, just throw them. If they have the same skin color like you, will you treat them the same way? So many questions you have to answer. When you got the report of the abuse of the Nigerian state, when you got the report that the Nigerian state reintegrates known terrorists like Boko Haram, like ISWAP, they reintegrate them into the society, into Nigeria. It is their policy. These terrorists didn't force themselves into Nigeria. No, the Nigerian state have the program to reintegrate them. You saw the pictures where they graduated thousands of Boko Haram people. It's on social media. It was submitted to the government of Finland. The killing of innocent Biafrans, unarmed innocent Biafrans that we are marching in Aba, Prime Minister Simon Ekpa reported that to Finland. So Finland, at what point did you start to investigate the Prime Minister? The reports that were tabled to you as a free nation, did you investigate that and get maybe an initial report based on what the Prime Minister reported to you? Did you get that report? Did you investigate that human rights abuse? You are bound to report those human rights abuses to the European Union Human Rights Commission. Finland, did you do that? Because if you've done that due diligence, you will not punish these innocent Biafrans the way you did and the way you are still punishing our Prime Minister. So when you did not do that, what was your interest? What was the plan? The order did not come from above. You can just dump them in the prison in Finland or just isolate them. It doesn't matter. But you listen to the Nigerian terrorist state. Nigeria, a country that has been declared as one, not even one, the most deadliest country in the world for Christians to exist, for Christians to live. Finland, you know that, you have that report. So what stopped you when you got this complaint from this criminal terrorist? Why did you jump to punish innocent Biafrans in disregard to the report you have from the Amnesty International, from the ORB, from different world bodies, even from the United Nations report? The United Nations set up a committee to look into the extraordinary rendition of Onyendu Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya to Nigeria. And that committee came up with a report. Finland, it is on your table. That report told Nigeria to release Nnamdi Kanu and compensate him. They didn't do that. They are still holding him, infringing on his fundamental human right by the second. Finland, you are aware of that report. What did you do? You don't care. You are more bothered about protecting your interest, where you are going to go and make the oil from Nigeria, which comes from Biafra land. That's all you care about, right? So now you've discovered that this innocent Biafran, just like me, and all these thousands of Biafran that are here and those watching, you've realized that we are not terrorist financiers, which you are fully aware. You are aware of that before you try to kill one of these Biafrans by throwing him in the back of your van. You were fully aware that they were not terrorists, but because Christopher Musa and Tinubu Biancono reported to you, you jumped into that Because what? You want to protect that deal you want to strike. You need that oil desperately from Nigeria because your economy is suffering, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you can just do away with Simon Ekpa. It doesn't matter. An innocent citizen that lived in your country for years without committing any crime. All of a sudden, you criminalize him. All of a sudden, he becomes terrorist right under your watch. And you now want to go to the court and then prove the case. All this while, you break him. You suffer him. Now you want to go to the court and see what he's going to. So we are not exonerating anyone. Criminal, Finland police, Alleging, Finland government, they are all the same. There's no exception. You know what you did, Alleging. You know what you did. You are denting the image of Finland. We'll see how this is going to end up. Between Finland, the terrorist state of Nigeria, and the United States of Biafra government. Go ahead, please.
Thank you so much, Deputy Prime Minister Dr. Ngozi Orabueze, for that wonderful speech. Representing Biafra when you have to, doing the right thing at the right time. We appreciate you. I will not thank you enough. We are very lucky. At every point in time, Chukwu Okike have always given us a leader. That is one thing we are blessed with. What we have, people are crying and begging to have it. But some of us do not know the value of what we have. When we needed Mazen Nandekano, he was given to us. They took him away. Chukwu Okike gave us our Prime Minister, Mazen Simon Ekpa. When it seems also hope is lost, now we have our Deputy Prime Minister, Dr. Ngozi Orabueze, and you can see from all angles that she is equal to the task. We appreciate you. We thank you so much, and we pray that Chukwu Okike will continue to strengthen you, and you will continue to work for the Biafran people as you have always been doing.
Asịkwana Chineke na enweghị ihe ọ ga-eme maka ọ ga-eme gị nwụọ n'ike. Hope asịkwana na ọ dịghị ihe Chineke ga-eme. Ọ ga-emekwa ya ịfụnanya. Isi eluigwe na enwere ihe ọ ga-eme maka Biafra, ọ ga-eme ya ịfụ ya n'anya. Ịghọtago? Ezi aka ọ dị. Ịghọtago ọnwa pie. Ogbugo ọtụtụ ọtụtụ agwụgbo.
Now that you have listened to the Deputy Prime Minister, Dr. Ngozi Orabueze, I believe your doubt is clear. She has been able to explain so many things. Those confusions you have in you, those things that can hinder you from supporting the United States of Biafra, it has been explained. Those your fears, I believe they are now gone. There is no other place to lay your tent except in the United States of Biafra under our Prime Minister Mazi Simon Ekpa and on the Supreme Command of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu today under the leadership of the Deputy Prime Minister Dr. Ngozi Orabueze. Wherever you are, you must stand up and begin to do the right thing. Speak up from your own corner. Do whatever you can to make sure your freedom comes. Nobody is going to hand you freedom in a platter of gold. You must fight for it. It is your choice to make, either to be free or to remain a slave. I believe that most Biafrans have already made their choice. That's why we have a vote of more than 50 million. And those people today are still standing tall. It does not matter the wave. It doesn't matter the propaganda, the blackmail that is going out there. You must remain focused if you want to be free. Remember, consistency is the key and remains the key. That is one of the strongest strategies we must keep in our mind at all times. Be consistent in whatever you are doing. continue to support the United States of Biafra. Make your financial contribution, make your moral contribution, and make your spiritual contribution. This is how we can overcome the enemies that is before us. We know we have so many challenges coming from east, west, north, and south. If you deny these enemies and these obstructions, you might be deceiving yourself. All you need to do today is to be consistent. Support the Deputy Prime Minister the best way you can. Remember, it is only Biafra that can give you freedom. It doesn't matter what they promise you. It doesn't matter what they think you have today. Tomorrow, you might lose all of it. Thank you so much for watching. Stay blessed and see you on the next episode.